Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at United Health. It is time for another update, and quickly on the long time frame on this chart we are focusing mainly on the green scenario, in which we had a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, then another 1-2 setup, then this would be the third wave up, and now we would be in the fourth wave to the downside, which we expect to form a bottom in the area between $260 down to the $96 level at the 50% retracement. There is, I have to say, there is a backup scenario in case this green interpretation fails, meaning we push below the $96 level, but until that actually happens, until we actually invalidate the green interpretation, I will focus mostly on that. And yeah, currently we even are still quite far from invalidation, I have to say. Now here in the mid time frame, we have been focusing here for a while on this wave 4, and currently we do still have two different interpretations that we are tracking, and one of them, the orange interpretation, allows for a more direct bottom here in the fourth wave, where this could be an A wave down, a B wave up, and then the C wave to the downside. Now in this case, we do need to still push lower without breaking above the $326.5 level, the previous B wave top, whatever exact price it is. So we need to turn around quite soon actually, and then we can still salvage the orange scenario that allows for a more direct bottom. But alternatively, we also have the white interpretation, in which we are rather tracking in here an A wave down, and then we would be looking, could already be looking for a B wave to the upside, and this B wave we actually expect to reach anywhere between $342 up to the $510 level at the at the 78.6% retracement, and it is all the same probabilities that we are still pushing lower in a C wave that most likely would break even below the A wave low. Now, breaking above the 78.6% retracement would shift those probabilities and maybe allow for a more significant bottom in this area, but so far I see 5 waves to the downside here in this A wave down. So in this white scenario, I am looking for still another low if we push higher within this C wave. But also I have to say, even within this white scenario, we could still push directly lower in this area. And the difference between the white and the orange scenario, the interpretations, is that in white we are looking, in the idea that we push lower, to form an ABC pattern, meaning a 3-wave move to the downside in this last 5th wave. Whereas if we would be playing out in the orange scenario, I would be looking for a 5-wave move to the downside in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th, and then yes, that could be a significant bottom that formed, and we could be looking for new all-time highs in this green interpretations in the green interpretation in a 5th wave to the upside. But for now we are still within the white interpretation. We are focusing on that mostly. That is my preferred scenario at the moment, but we would have to break above this high that we have either as a wave 4 or a wave B to confirm that the orange scenario is not valid anymore. And so far we have been tracking this movement to the upside that is an A wave within this larger wave B, and the thing is, an A wave can either be a 5-wave move or it can be a 3-wave move. So we are currently looking to form this as a 5-wave move, where we have a wave 1 up, wave 2 down, 3rd wave up, 4th wave down. Now the 4th wave could still extend, could even form as a triangle still, I believe. And yeah, we would be tracking now this 5th wave to the upside. And if that happens, we could be looking for a pretty reliable setup here in a 1-2 I would really like this to actually form and play out. It would be a pretty reliable, pretty good area to enter for at least the C wave that would follow to the upside. Now, currently we haven't yet formed this fifth wave, and we do have this area in red that is pretty significant resistance in my opinion, due to these previous tops that formed here, and all of them reacted with pretty significant downside, which, yeah, especially this last one, which, yeah, would very likely prove to be resistance area and levels for this fifth wave if it is to form. And in the previous video, I provided you this. Actually, we removed the white interpretation. We had a slightly different interpretation, but now we are focusing on this yellow one. And I provided you the idea that I think we had this move up, this move down, and then we were somewhere around this area. We were looking for still continuation, maybe even higher, but that didn't work out. But overall, we were tracking an ABC pattern to form in this fifth wave to the upside. Now, keep in mind, an A wave, as I said previously, could be either a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move. And so far, this could still play out as an ABC, as I provided in the previous video, get somewhere in this area, complete a fifth wave, and then push still lower. And if we manage to hold this either as a 1-2 setup or an AB setup, we could return to the upside and push into the white resistance area to form our B wave top. Now, there is always the possibility that this fails and then we push directly lower. Then we will have to deal with that. But as I was saying, I think this is a pretty good setup to track if we manage to form this fifth wave to the upside. Now, considering that we formed here this movement in an ABC as shown on the chart, we would be looking for an ideal target for the C wave at the 100% extension at nearly $323. That would be pretty much in line with this top that formed, and yeah, we also have the 78.6% extension at the earlier top, and then yeah, any of these could provoke or create enough resistance to trigger a much more significant reversal, retracement, correction to the downside. Could be the entire move, could be a much stronger correction that even breaks the previous low, but this would be the area that I would be looking for mainly and first. And another possibility within this fifth wave is that, yeah, this A wave could have extended up here, and then we would be looking for an ABC to form within this fifth wave. I am open to both possibilities, but yeah, I would need to see a 5-wave move within the C wave to really have confirmation of how this is playing out at the moment. The levels I am looking for to actually create a reversal, possibly finishing the fifth wave, at the moment are, yeah, the $319 level and, yeah, the 100% extension as I mentioned earlier. But I can provide you an additional resistance, or sorry, support in this case. I am tired and I need to close this soon, but I would be looking for an additional wave B if this happens in the area between $307.6 down to the $299 level at the 78.6% retracement. If not, we could be dealing with a larger correction in a wave 4 or maybe something different. But for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.